Hello, my name is Jean-Vianney Auclair, and I'm a student at the University of Manitoba in the PhD program in Educational Administration, and I have just recently graduated from the program. I'm quite happy today to share some findings about my research. As you know, children's success in schools is largely determined by a number of variables. Many of those factors are located outside of the school system and others are located inside of the school system. Accordingly, the government of Manitoba in the year 2000 implemented a cross-sectoral strategy to support the well-being of children. In many ways, this policy strategy, known as Healthy Child Manitoba, was designed to support the well-being of children, and this was to be done by breaking silos. The intent was for the strategy to invite all kinds of partners, including government departments, to work more collaboratively across sectors. My research focused on three different areas. First, I wanted to determine how Healthy Child had evolved over time and how this idea came about. I was also interested to see how policy actors located inside but also outside of government were interacting together to influence the policy-making process. And finally, I wanted to see how the policy strategy was being perceived by the educational stakeholders. I will highlight a few findings of my research which I found quite interesting. The first one is that the idea of Healthy Child really came about as a series of processes that took place before the election of the NDP government in 1999. So in many ways, the Conservative Party had a significant influence on the implementation of this policy strategy. Another element that I have highlighted through my research were that stakeholders had quite diverging views with respect to the policy strategy. Some thought that it was very much government-centric and top-down, while others felt that it was largely community-based and influenced through a bottom-up kind of perspective. One of the greatest success of Healthy Child has been, I think, to establish a strong relationship between the preschool sector, the early childhood education sector, with the K-12 more formal education sector. I sort of came to the conclusion with my research that, you know what, working horizontally is a difficult thing to do, and it's way more an art than a science. And this is true especially when working in a government setting where the horizontal collaboration has to coexist within a very vertical and hierarchical type of environment. My name is Jean-Vianney Auclair, and if you are interested in learning more about my research, you are welcome to consult my dissertation, which is online in the MySpace website of the University of Manitoba. Merci de votre écoute. Thank you for listening.